Okay, team, we're going to look at how to use Python to create a file and then add stuff to that file. We know how to do that in something like Word. For example, I could say create a file, new document. That's going to create a new blank document. In Python, when we create a new file, it's automatically going to have us decide what the file name should be. So I'll call this groceries. And you can see it's going to give it the extension .docx. That's just the Word doc. But we're going to be working with text files or txt files in Python. I'm going to name my file groceries, and the type is going to be docx. Although in Python, we're going to be working with txt files or text files. I can save it. And you can see now on my desktop, it's saved that file groceries.docx. Inside my file, I can type my grocery list. I added 3 things, and then I can close the file. In Python, when we close a file, it'll automatically save it for us. But here, Word asks me explicitly. Okay, and then when I open up my file again, I'll see it has that same content as I originally typed in. We're going to see the same behavior in Python. Okay, in Python, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to have a file handle. That's really a variable that references my file. And to make a new file, I'm going to say open. I give it the file name. I'll call mine groceries.txt, and then I'll say W. And W is the part that tells Python, make a new file, just like when I was creating a new Word file. If I run that code, you can see I now have a file named groceries.txt in my file folder over here. You can see my code, that's my Python notebook or my Jupyter notebook. But even just executing that line created the file for me. I can double click on it and you can see it's empty, just like when I created a new Word file that was empty. Okay, so here we created a variable that references a new empty file. That was just like making a new Word document and saving it with a name. And then file handle, that's the variable that references my file. Open is the function that I call to make a file. And remember, when we call a function, we put parentheses after it. And we might put some arguments in there. This one takes 2 arguments. The first argument, groceries.txt, that'll be the file name. And that's what I'm going to see on my computer. That's the file name I see over here. W. And W tells the open function that I want a blank file. So groceries.txt tells it what I want that file to be named, and W says, make it blank. Then I can do the same thing. I can add text to it. Okay, so now I am writing to the file. Remember, file handle keeps track of my file. And I'm writing apples, bananas, and carrots, and I'll run that code. To see the changes, I have to close the tab and do one more thing, which is say file close. I have to call that close function, sorry. Oh, look, file is not defined. I meant file handle. Let's see if I can run that now, and it worked, or at least it didn't have any syntax errors. Let's see if groceries.txt is correct. Oh, looks like I added it a bunch of times, and I'm not seeing any line breaks. I'm seeing it a bunch of times because I actually ran that cell multiple times. Let's start from the beginning. So I run and create an empty file. And now here I'm going to add apples, bananas, carrots. I'll close it, reopen it, and I can see them all kind of smushed together. So I'm used to with print, it just adds extra new lines. But with write, I'm going to have to add them explicitly. Now I'll recreate my file. I'll add content to it. I'll close the file so I can see the update. Double click on it, and now that I've added those new lines, I'm seeing them on separate lines. Here I just took a screenshot of the groceries file so we could see it at the same time as our code. So I made that file named groceries.txt in that first line. Then in this block, I wrote 3 things to it. Each time I added a new line. So you can see the last line of my file is line 4, and then I close it. That's the big idea. We can create files using Python. We can add text to them, and then we can see that text. Here I showed explicitly calling open and then write and then close. There's another way we can do it. Okay, here's the general structure. I really want to zoom in on these open calls, so I moved some of the writes from above below. Okay, both of them call the function open. Both of them pick a name for the variable that references the file. Here I called it file handle 1, and here I've got file handle 2, but they're essentially the same idea of that because they're a reference to a file or a variable that references a file. It's going to take the same argument. So here I get to pick what the file name is going to be. I'm going to say it's todo.txt. And then again, I want to use W. Remember, W will tell the open function that I want a blank file. And then for my text, I'll write CS105 homework. Okay, so there we were comparing that open. Let me pop the old code back up there. Then I wrote, here you can see the write is indented. So with the with open version, I indent all of the code that's going to be working with that file. And above, I had to explicitly close the file, say I'm not going to write to it anymore unless I open it again. And because we have the indentation here, we kind of know when we're done with the file. Once we're on a line of code that's not indented, that's when Python would close it. So by the time you get to that third line, Python would close the file for us. Most people find this one a little more confusing at first, but then find it easier to work with. It's a little more confusing because it doesn't just look like kind of a regular value variable assignment. I can run that code and you can see I get that file todo.txt. And if I open it, you can see it's got that CS105 homework in it. I could add multiple lines. They've always got to be at the right indentation. And I'll put in there, study for exam. Now I'll run the code again and I can open it and you can see I've got those two values in there.